Guys, you won't believe what happened. Okay, so my friend, this one right here, she was like, Juliana, I need you to do dreadlocks for me. I'm like, hello. I am not a hairstylist for anyone. I am only a hairstylist for my head, and I have only tried doing hair for myself and maybe my sister. And then this girl said I should try dreadlocks on her hair. Like, she trusted me so much, and I decided to try. I gave it a try, okay? And what, like you saw from the thumbnail, I think I like the results. It wasn't that bad. So if you are here, you are most welcome. My name is Juliana Amoateng. I'm on TikTok and Instagram as the Juliana Amoateng. So if you are coming from TikTok, hello. If you are coming from Instagram, hello. And if you have been with me from this channel right from the beginning, you too, hello. I love you all. Today, what I am doing for hair is dreadlocks, obviously. And as you can see, I am doing my patterns. And with this pattern, it is called is it break and lace or the mortar and break method? I don't know. So I'm trying as much as possible to make sure that it is very, very neat. I use L'Oreal air cream, that edge control to part her hair. And as you can see, I am doing each section with a box braid, sort of with her natural hair. Her hair is natural. So that is exactly what I am doing. And as much as possible, I'm making sure that the patterns are very, very neat. And I kept trying and making sure that everything was intact. And you know what? I didn't actually know Brazilian wool can be used for dreadlocks. I didn't know. She actually taught me. And today, that is exactly what I'm going to be using. It is very, very cost effective. Like, it's so cost effective. I used 3 packages for this hair, for the base, and then I used Darling Kinky, about 2.5 package for the wrapping. So that is how I ended up having a full package or a full head for this particular hairstyle. So as we will build on, you would see how I'm using the Brazilian wool for this particular hair and then the Darling Kinky for the wrapping. So when I was done with the back, I continued all the way to her front, and then I braided every part of her hair into this particular sections, okay? And yep. So she taught me how to use that, and to be honest, I didn't know. So I learned that 3 packs of the wool, or 3 pieces, go for 5 Ghana cedis, approximately around almost $1. Okay, so that is that for the Brazilian wool. And as you can see, I am using the crochet pin, passing through the hair and then pulling the Brazilian wool under. It looks like hair, don't be deceived. The Brazilian wool looks like hair itself, but it is very, very soft. And that is the Darling Kinky I am holding right over there. As you can see, it is bouncy, it is kink, and it is fluffy. And I am passing the Darling Kinky under the hair. Make sure that you are not going too deep into the scalp so that you don't hurt the person, okay? I am just passing it through just around where I have tied the braid, okay, or where I have braided the hair, so that it doesn't go too deep directly to her scalp. So that is what I am doing. And after I had pulled through everything under her scalp or under her hair, then I began wrapping the Darling Kinky around the hair, okay? So I didn't have to necessarily braid the Brazilian wool before wrapping. I just held everything together and started wrapping as I moved downwards. I'm going to be repeating the same thing over and over again. So if you don't understand the concept, hold on. And whilst I am braiding it downwards, you would see how I am doing it. And when I was done with the first one, I wanted to make sure that all the hair strands are almost the same length, okay? So as I braid downwards, then I just pick the other one and compare the length to see that I am not going too far or too lower than what I have before, okay? Yes. And just to secure the edges or the tips, I wrap it. I start wrapping it from bottom up, okay? So when I get to the bottom, then I wrap it from the bottom as if I am going all over upwards again. And then the little piece that is left, I hold it tight, and then I use a nail glue to attach it, okay, just as I am about to do. So look at it carefully and replicate the same thing. So yes, so that is my nail glue right there. I will just burn that small piece on there, and then I squish it between my palms, and everything is intact. And then the rest of the hair that is remaining, I used scissors to cut it off. Okay, so basically that is the trick for this hair. If you didn't get it, I'm going to be repeating it as we move along, so don't worry. Hold on and let me show you. Hold on and let me show you. Hold on. You see, so the length is almost the same. It will not be 100%, but at least it will be close to 100. Okay, and just look at that. It is not too stiff. It is not too soft as well. It can be manageable. And I read somewhere that if it is too stiff for you, you can dip them in hot water and they can be more softer. Okay, you can drop them in water and then they can be more smoother and softer. And like you can see with this particular strand, I did the same thing. I passed a crochet pin in the hair and then I pulled the Brazilian wool through, and I grabbed my darling kinky and I pulled a part of the darling kinky under the hair again. But then this time around, I'm not pulling too much strand inside, just about let me see, about 4 or 5 inches long. And then I add it to the Brazilian wool. Then I begin to wrap the hair all around what I have holding in my other hand. Okay. And how hard you grip the hair determines how stiff your hair is going to look. Okay, so if you grip it hard and you wrap it so hard, your strands are going to come out very stiff. Unlike if you grip it very soft and you are wrapping it very soft, it will determine how loosened it's going to be as well. So make sure that your gripping is manageable. The person can feel the hair when the person shakes the hair, like it is shaku. So once the person shakes the hair and the hair is so stiff, like I was saying, you can drop them in water. But with this one, when I finished, I didn't have to drop them in water. I just the person went away because she said it wasn't that stiff. So like you can see, this particular strand wasn't enough, so I am adding on to the strand. And just as you are braiding, if you know the African style of using thread to braid, it is the same style. You attach a piece of hair around where you have gotten to, and then you pull about 3 or 4 inches inside, and then the rest you start wrapping around just as you started from the beginning. So that is how you can secure where you ended before you added on an extra length by borrowing more darling kinky. You get it? You get it? I can't say if you don't get it, forget about it, but I know that you do get it. Okay, it's just a joke on TikTok. Or say if you get it, forget about it. If you don't get it, forget about it. But over here, we cannot forget about it because we really want to learn. Okay, so like I did for the parts where I had started, I compare as I go along so that I don't go too far or too low from where I have gotten to, so that I achieve almost the same length as every strand. And like you can see, when I was done, I kept wrapping from the bottom up and used glue to secure. And over here, after I was done with everything, she told me that she was going to keep this hair for like a month. So because it was my first time and I wasn't sure how it was going to hold on to her hair, I wanted to make sure that everything was intact, so I used thread and needle to sew the hair down, okay, so that everything will be intact, so that she can wear it for a month or even more if she likes. So I used thread and needle to sew the hair, and like you can see, I am sewing through the hair, within the hair, so that the thread doesn't really become too visible outside. When it was evening, everything was intact, everything was fine, but at the chin, you know, like when I saw her during daybreak, I realized that I could see some thread, and even though the thread was black, I could see pieces of thread around the hair. It's not too visible, but if you go close to her, but because I was the one who braided it, I was much concerned that I could see the thread. And so one of the trick is when you are sewing the thread to the strand, make sure that you are sewing it through the hair, okay, through the hair and not around the hair, so that the thread doesn't become visible. Even though the thread is black, if it is daytime, it is going to reveal itself, and the Kokwansa people are going to see that your hair has been sewn. So don't let anyone see, okay? Do so in between or through the hair. I'm going to do it again so that you see how I sew in between. Okay, so all right, I think I did well with the pattern. You guys, what do you think? Okay, So I'm sewing the hair this time around again. As you can see, I'm passing the thread through the hair and making sure that it is not 100% visible. At least you see some thread here and there, but it will not be visible unless you are giraffe headed, like everything you want to see. So that is what I did for her. See the way she's quiet there, like trusting her head with me. Hey, this girl is confident too. She was like, Juliana, do my hair for me. I said, hey, can I do dreadlocks on somebody else's hair? Because I've only tried butterfly locks with my hair. Those of you who have watched the video. Anyway, I have butterfly locks on my channel, so go check it out. I did it myself. I used Styling Kinky for butterfly locks and it came out beautifully. My length was just about, I think, 12 inches. So that is what I did. And she saw it and she was like, okay, do my hair for me. Okay, do my hair for me. And I posted this one too on TikTok and a lot of people were like, oh, I want you to braid my hair for me. Come and do it for me. I put my contact details there and I said I'll be available for home service. And nobody even WhatsApp me. Hey, internet people, you people can deceive. Oh, hey. People can hey, people like her, plenty people. Juliana, I want you to braid my hair for me. I want you to, oh, are you available? Where is your location? And I'm like, oh, I don't have a shop, but I can do home service. I can also let you come to my house. And then I posted my details there in the comment section. Oh, not even Anomamba, as a bed pool couldn't even come to my inbox to say that, okay, here I am, take my money and braid my hair for me. Like, hey, people can deceive. Hey, anyway. So yes, I think this is the last strand that I'm doing. If you're a braider or maybe a business person, like, I mean, you also have this experience, right? I guess a lot of you have the experience. A customer will say, where is your location and all of that. You provide everything the person needs to know and nobody shows up. Like, if you have had that experience, let me know it in the comment section. So after I was done, I went outside and then cut hair, all the strands that were hanging around before I applied the mousse. So I'm using the shea butter silk mousse to wrap around the hair so that everything will lie flat on her hair. And just look at the length. I think I was close to equal, okay? Or let me know what you think. I'm using the mousse. I use it all over her hair. And look at how I am just pouring it small on the head. I'm trying to manage it. I'm trying to manage my mousse. See how I'm pouring it small on the head. Oh God. I'm trying to manage the hair. I beg. It's just one bottle that I have. I'm going to use it to chop Christmas and next year mini bridal. Yeah, so I went to the other side and then did the same thing for hair. And we're almost at the end of this video. If you like this video, please like and comment, and please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on my TikTok. My TikTok is booming. We have almost 16K followers on TikTok. Isn't that amazing? Thank you guys so much. I mean, everybody here also follows me on TikTok except a few. And I understand not everybody wants to be on TikTok. So if you're not on TikTok, that is totally fine. But whenever you come to TikTok, don't forget to follow your girl. Subscribe to my channel here. And then I also applied my oil to make it bright, shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Alright, so thank you all so much for watching. At the end, she was happy. I was happy. And everybody was happy in the end. So it was a glorious end. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. And I promise that I'm going to be consistent henceforth with beauty. Okay? So see you in my next video. Bye bye and do take care. Love ya. Mwah.